kids, do you know what refrigerant is? No? Don't worry, I'm going to teach you what a refrigerant is. A refrigerant is a special type of fluid used in refrigerators, air conditioners, and other cooling systems. Its main job is to absorb a heat from one place and release it to another, which makes cooling possible.
Are there different types of refrigerants?
Of course! There's a lot of refrigerants. Some common ones are the R12, R22, R134, R410, R404, R32, and R600. But the most commonly used today is the R134 and R410. But first, let's talk about the R134. So what is R134? R134 is a type of refrigerant that belongs to the HFC or the hydrofluorocarbon family. It was developed as a replacement for older refrigerants that were harmful to the ozone layer. Why is it often to use? Because it is non-flammable, non-toxic, safe to handle, and provides good cooling performance. It is also widely available, making it practical for many applications. So where it is used? It is commonly found in domestic refrigerators, freezers, water dispensers, and automotive air conditioning system. And next is the R410. R410 is another hydrofluorocarbon refrigerant, but it is mostly designed for air conditioning systems. It has replaced R22, an older refrigerant that damaged the ozone layer. Why is it often to use? Because it is more energy efficient, provides better cooling, and does not harm the ozone layer. It also works at higher pressures, allowing air conditioners to cool faster and use electricity more efficiently. Where is it used? It's mainly used in modern residential and commercial air conditioners and heat pumps.
But how do we know what type of refrigerant is inside those appliances?
It is very easy. Every refrigerator or air conditioner has a label or sticker that shows important information about the unit. If you look closely, you will find the refrigerant type written on the label, usually placed at the back of refrigerator or on the outdoor unit of an air conditioning. The sticker normally includes details like the model number, serial number, voltage, and the type of refrigerant used.
Now, let's compare R134 and R410. In terms of properties, R134 operates a lower pressure, which makes it suitable for refrigerators, freezers, and car air conditioners. On the other hand, R410 works at a much higher pressure, making it ideal for modern residential and commercial air conditioning systems. In terms of efficiency, R134 provides reliable cooling performance, but R410 is considered more efficient because it can absorb and release heat better. This allows air conditioners that use R410 to cool faster and consume less electricity compared to other systems. In terms of environmental effects, both R134 and R410 are better for the ozone layer compared to older refrigerants like R12 and R22. However, R134 still has a higher global warming potential, while R410, although ozone-friendly, also contributes to global warming but is generally preferred for its efficiency.
When handling refrigerant, safety is very important because they are stored under pressure and can cause harm if not used properly. So here are some case safety tips. First, wear a proper protective equipment. Always use gloves, goggles, and protective clothing to prevent skin burns or eye injuries in case of leaks. Second, ensure good ventilation. Refrigerant can displace oxygen in a closed room, so work in well-ventilated areas to avoid suffocation. Third, avoid open flames or sparks. Some refrigerant can become dangerous if exposed to high heat or fire, so keep away from ignition sources. Fourth, use the correct tools and equipment. Never mix refrigerant types and always check the label to know which refrigerant the system uses. And last, handle with care during the charging or recovery. Follow proper procedure to avoid leaks and make sure empty refrigerant containers are disposed of safely according to regulation. By following these safety precautions, we can protect ourselves, the equipment, and the environment when working with refrigerant.
Many are moving from R12 to R134 and from R22 to R410 because the older refrigerants, R12 and R22, can harm the ozone layer and contribute to global warming. The newer ones, R134 and R410, are more environmentally friendly, safer to use, and more efficient for cooling. That's why they are now the preferred choice in modern refrigerators and air conditioners. Now, let me ask you, did you learn something?
Yes!
Okay, let's answer this. Which refrigerant is better for the future? I'll give you a short time to brainstorm.
Based on our research, neither R134 nor R410 is the best choice for the future.
Yes, that's true. Even though they have damaged the ozone layer, they have still a high chance potential warning, which means they can still affect our climate.
So, for the future, the best refrigerant are not R134 or R410, but the newer alternatives that are safer for the environment.
Right. Many companies are now moving to refrigerants like R608, R290, and R32. These are the more energy efficient and much more better for the environment.
That's why these refrigerants are considered the better choice for the future of refrigeration and air conditioning.
In summary, refrigerants are special fluids that absorb and release heat to provide cooling. The refrigeration cycle works through the evaporator, compressor, condenser, and expansion valve. R134A is mostly used in refrigerators and cars, while R410A is used in modern air conditioners. Labels on appliances show the refrigerant type, which is important for safety. R134A and R410A are better than older refrigerants like R12 and R22, but both still have high global warming potential. That's why companies are now shifting to more eco-friendly options such as R600A, R290, and R32.